Undivided Birth came a long way from being the most niche-ass fighting game to get the main stage at EVO 2019. The community and the small developer team of Frenchbread has stayed true to their roots again with the last and latest installment so far in the Undernight franchise, Undivided Birth EX Late CL-R, or what the community calls it, Uni-Clear. Yes, I love how different y'all like to be in Japan, but like deadass, y'all can actually use a word to end the title. Like, fuck it, just be edgy and say something like Undivided Birth Darkness, or just do Undivided Birth 3, I don't know. Regardless, welcome to my review of Undivided Birth EX Late Clear. This is more so an expansion, so if you have this on PS4, but I'm reviewing this as a full entity, as well since this is Nintendo Switch's first time ever getting Undivided on their console. If you want to see my last review installment, click the description down below. Undivided Birth EX Late Clear has some cool additions to the game, being only $40 for the regular version and $60 for the collector's edition. Instead of just regurgitating the same things from the last review, I will tell you what's really new, if I like it or not. I also will give you my opinions on things that I feel like that could be changed or could be improved in the next installment, instead of just saying it's bad, because I want to see companies win out here. Alright, let's get the most important thing out the way first. Let's talk about Undivided Birth EX Late Online. The online for Uni-Clear is pretty okay. Based on my online experiences, the Switch version low-key was kinda better with my friend than PS4. In this video, I was fighting my friend when he was on Wi-Fi and I was on LAN. Usually when we play, we will experience hiccups and stutters on PlayStation 4, but right now, the online is playable. But again, it is delay-based netcode, so take it how you see it. Now, the coolest online addition is the training mode in lobbies. This is something I remember first seeing in NetherRealm games. You might ask, why would you go online if you haven't practiced anyway? But some people just play for fun and want to know what the character they want to pick and what they can do on a basic move level wise. Why I like this more so than Mortal Kombat games and NetherRealm games is that if there's a person in the room coming in, you have the option to select no and continue practicing and not automatically taking you out of training mode like in the NetherRealm games. It is a very comfortable online practicing experience. Usually when I play online, I get around lowest 2 frames delay to like 5 frames delay, but I don't get the stutters or hiccups. So in Undernight, honestly, anything lower than 4 is kind of, playable at least. So now let's talk about the next coolest thing y'all want to know about. Uni-Clear's new character, Londrekia. I'm going to be honest, I love Rekka characters. It's a lot like patting your stomach and rubbing your head at the same time. It's very exhilarating to me. Alright, maybe not, but just let me slide. Londrekia deadass might be one of my favorite male video game anime characters. Like, dog, I have so much fun just hitting people with stupid moves and Rekkas, overheads, and lows. He also looks cool, and he has ice. He's pretty much Uni-Clear's Genki Saragi. His combo strings are not hard, and a lot of the early beginner ones are like 2A, B, C, until like 2-1-4 C chains, etc. I think you can kind of pick up and play them, and if you want to actually main the character, it is very likely to do so. The tutorial of Undivided Birth EX Late Clear is amazing, however it can be very overwhelming for newcomers. This game has over 179 things you can learn, so yeah, I already know a lot of people will see that and never want to do it. It's like the same thing many people say about wanting to get into One Piece. When both the source material manga has over 1,000 things you need to consume in order to catch up, you start to either lose interest or be weird like me and potentially get motivated. The cool thing about this tutorial is that it's just not an Undernight tutorial. It's a fighting game tutorial that you can use a lot of the stuff and transfer over from almost every game like it and even furthermore. And most things apply to fighting games in general. The tutorial is almost perfect. Like, if you've never played a fighting game before, some things in here may be very frustrating or challenging to understand at first because there's no full comprehensive view of it or video example before each lesson. However, if you really want to learn the surface of fighting games, this is it, chief. The game has pretty much all the basic modes that a lot of fighting games from this current generation, may have missed or may have not had at all. It has arcade mode, score attack, time attack, survival. Yeah, they got the shebang. Now, with Uni-Clear, you don't have costumes, but you can unlock more colors as some colors from the previous installment of Undernight, UNIST, are already in the game. You have up to additional 20 plus character colors you can purchase for every character using in-game currency. You get this currency by just playing the game with friends online and doing other modes as well. Now, what I never talked about in my last review was the story mode. Since I know Frenchbread is a small studio, I won't really get on them for it, but I know most fighting game characters can derive from visual novels. So to be honest with you, I'm very indifferent about the story mode. There's really no fighting in it because, again, it's like an Under Night in Birth visual novel. However, I wish they added a little more visual aid with things. A lot of it's just dialogue between 1 or 2 characters, and sometimes they don't do anything with text boxes and 2 renders of a character standing still. If anything, in some lines they speak Japanese, and most they just don't. I wish UNICLR had a dub, because I'd be way more interested in it if they put just a little bit more work into the story mode. It's not bad, it's just extremely basic and old school anime-esque. Coming from where I started on YouTube and the community that I was in, games like Naruto Storm, My Hero's One's Justice does it, people hate the slideshow thing for cutscenes. It's a very weird thing in the United States to do that, and it's for a lot of people, it will take you out the story mode. So I understand if you see this Under Night story mode, you hate it, that's perfectly fine. However, I'm indifferent on it because it actually has really good storytelling and concepts. However, it's not the very most modernistic approach and very not really intuitive with it as well. Now, when I first launched Uni-Clear, I tried it out in handheld mode and it runs flawless. No dibs, none of that. It works just as if it would dock. However, I can play this game on Joy-Cons, but then these bitches started to drift. But the D-pad on the Nintendo Switch is also not even real. So it's really hard to do supers, especially the 41236D inputs because of how Nintendo made the D-pad. Also, don't worry, my Nintendo Switch is not cracked, my screen protector is. Most of the gameplay that you've seen in this video has been me playing Under Night on Joy-Cons and a GameCube controller, back and forth, testing it out to see if it's playable. And I will say, I really do like the GameCube controller for Under Night. I'm just weird like that, but don't get mad at me for it. If you're looking for a very traditional anime fighter that plays very close to older games, this one is for you. This game has content, but some of the content is just solid or nothing special. If you're missing the old school feel of anime games or just fighting games in general, I highly recommend you pick this up. The community for this game is going up as we speak, as it being a part of the EVO 2020 lineup, and who knows what's next for the world of Under Night. Under Night in Birth EX Late Clear is a fantastic new installment if you bought it for the first time on a Nintendo Switch, and a pretty decent expansion for PlayStation 4. I honestly will say that I generally do enjoy this game and I love it a lot. I know this is off the script, but I will say I highly recommend you pick this game up, and it's not even at a full $60 price tag unless you get the collector's edition of the game. So I say support it. I really do like Under Night in Birth and everything it has to offer. That being said, follow me on Twitter at AVATARYAYATV, and remember, join my Discord in the description channel down below to get all updates on content, news, videos, and furthermore. You already know how we do it out here. It's a very lax, chilled out Discord with a couple people coming in, talking here and there. So yeah, I love you guys. You guys are golden, and that is raw. Squalla. Peace.